Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie.
5-Sip Friday for New Mexico.
It's Route 66 back there.
Well, we found some dilapidated buildings here, including this old service station behind us. There's an old, what is that, a Ford Falcon
I
or
like
something
it.
over there? It's just a cool old area off Route 66 here. Seems like a good place to taste some whiskey.
I know, and we've been wanting to do a Route 66 trip for quite a while. We're not doing it this time. We just happened by and couldn't help ourselves.
And we couldn't help but enjoy this whiskey, which was gifted to us by friends of the channel, Josh and Lindsey.
So sweet. They drove an hour to meet us in Nashville. I feel just like tickled pink.
This community, just the nicest people in the
Just the
entire world.
nicest.
Also Nashville, some of the nicest people in the entire world. And now, New Mexico, we still haven't seen anybody. But I'm willing to bet there's nice people here as well. So if this is your first time catching an episode of 5-Sip Friday, it's where somebody gives us a whiskey. It can be any kind of whiskey, Scotch, Irish, Japanese. It's usually bourbon or rye. And we nose the glass, take 5 sips. We try to figure out what in the world it is. We say whether or not we like it, and at the end, it's revealed. So, on with the show.
Yeah, and if you've been watching, we haven't done a great job over the last 4 weeks. I'm really hoping we can redeem ourselves here. We'll see.
We'll see. For Josh and Lindsay's sake, I hope we do well. Ooh.
I like the nose.
Yeah, brown sugary.
Very brown sugary. Nice oak.
A little fruit there. Blackberry or raspberry, maybe?
I'm intrigued.
Maybe raspberry. Yeah, cheers. Here we go.
Cheers.
Sip number 1.
Sip 1, and I'll try to keep count this time.
Never gonna happen.
Ooh, cherry forward. Ooh, nice and oaky.
Wow, yeah, there's some bitter oak there that I was not expecting at all. It
Sugary.
really levels out that sweetness almost immediately.
Yeah, I got a very nice sugary note on that.
Ooh, but cherry all of a sudden? Okay, there's a lot happening here, and it just keeps coming.
I like
That's
it.
an interesting whiskey.
I like it. Sip 2.
Sip 2. Let's do another one.
Ooh, I got a nice spice note on that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very warm yet, but we are outside again, which I thought was, going to work in our favor sometimes, but just hasn't lately.
Not lately. And this is a really interesting whiskey because I have to be honest, I love the nose. Mm-hmm. I really like the finish. I think that's where a lot of the excitement comes in because it just keeps changing.
Yeah.
The palate is actually not my favorite part of this whiskey.
Interesting.
I'm not saying that I don't enjoy it. I'm just saying that on this whiskey, the nose and the finish are the things that stand out the most to me.
Well, I think we should take another sip and try to find some more.
I agree. And one more tasting note. A little perfumey, a little fruity perfumey on that.
I like it. Ooh, I did get a little perfuminess on that.
Yeah. This one's super strange to me because it does not drink overly warm. It doesn't.
No.
I don't think it's very proofy. But the one whiskey that this really reminds me of more than anything else is a Booker's that we tried a long time ago. It was a 25th anniversary Booker's that I got a ton of fruit on.
Interesting.
Like blueberry, blackberry, some perfume. You got a lot of perfume on that one too.
Yeah.
I think that this makes me feel like we're dealing with a Knob Creek.
Oh.
Maybe a well-aged Knob Creek, like a Knob Creek 12-year, like 100 proof maybe, something like that. That's where I'm going on this because I wanted to say Baker's because that would be pretty well-aged, but there's some bitterness on the oak here that makes me think more well-aged. So that's, right now I'm thinking Knob Creek 100 12-year.
And for some reason, I am going in like a Jack Daniels type of lane.
Oh, I don't hate that at all.
Okay.
Oh, you're right because, well, there's another whiskey we haven't had that I know is available in that area that we didn't see at all was Jack Daniels 10-year. That's a new one that's out.
Oh.
Wow, so we could be dealing with Tennessee whiskey on this one as well.
And I don't feel this is very hot, so that's why I'm a little bit thrown on this, but I kind of am going like a Jack Daniels-y feel.
Well, that Jack Daniels 10-year, I think, is under 100 proof. So
perfect.
That tracks here as well. What are we on, sip 4?
4, let's do this.
Let's do this.
New Mexico, beautiful evenings. It is like perfect temperature right now.
Sunset is lovely out here.
Lovely. Pinks and purples. Anyway, speaking of beautiful things, I like this.
I like this whiskey a lot. I think it is interesting, that bitter oak note.
Yep.
It throws everything for a loop, but then the finish comes in and provides so much sweetness and flavor and balance.
Yep.
It's hard not to like this one. I think it's good whiskey.
I'm going with you. Cherry, oak. I got a little pepperiness. Really nice. I think it's under 100 proof. I'm going to go like 98 proof on this. I'm going to stick with my Jack Daniels. I know I have another sip, but I'm just going to drink it and then we're going to find out.
I'm getting banana on the nose now.
Uh-oh.
This might be a Jack. You might be right.
I hope I'm right. It's delicious though.
It's very good.
I really like it.
It's really good. I think I'm going to stick with my Knob Creek 12-year 100 proof.
Yep.
Strictly because I guessed it to begin with, and I like to just hang in there. But I actually think that your Jack Daniels is a good guess on this one. If it is Jack, if it's that 10-year, I wouldn't be too surprised by that at all.
So I've got my trusty envelope.
So there's multiple answers because they gave us multiple bottles. So we're going to try and just look at the top one.
We'll see. How about I look and then I'll forget because I can't even remember everything that I do.
You are the 51st Dates of Bourbon.
So I did bend it over. Oh gosh, no.
Phrasing.
Samples from Josh and Lindsey. Again, thank you so much. Jack Daniels, 10 years.
Oh, my hands are full. Wow. Well done, you.
I got it. You got the 10 year, which I would never have gotten.
It wasn't until you mentioned Jack Daniels that I started looking for those tasting notes. Sure enough, they were all there.
I feel redeemed. We've had a real bad streak of luck. I mean, we've been,
Mine continues. I am in a bog at the moment.
How about this girl?
Sheesh. Well, hey, I knew that it was well aged. What do we think the proof is on this? So we thought that this was in the neighborhood of 100 proof, right?
And I believe I said 98.
And it is?
And it's 97.
Oh, well, geez. All right. Well, it's a Julie kind of day.
It is a Julie kind of day. Josh and Lindsey, thank you so much. We super appreciate you meeting us in Nashville. We super appreciate the samples. I had a great time. I like being a winner.
Like you had a great time. Well, at least there's whiskey to finish now. Thanks again to Josh and Lindsey. Thanks to everybody that's been following us on this road trip. If you'd like to see more of it, join us on Patreon. Check us out on Instagram at The Bourbon Van, and from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Thanks, Josh and Lindsey.
Oh, boy.
Nailed it.
What you doing?